Hello, everyone. I love these blue light filter glasses, but they're a little bit iffy when I am trying to do anything online. So I'm going to take those off for now. Dr. Kaylee here, owner, founder of Fem Empowerment and Advocacy, also owner and founder of Down There Docs. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is actually a conversation about a question that popped up on my Instagram, more along the lines of like the business side of things. And so, as you all know, Fem Empowerment and Advocacy is my umbrella term. That is my brand, and that is where my online academy lies. I also have my coaching program there. And then we have our Down There Docs physical therapy pretty much practice, right? And so it's mobile options, but also in person and telehealth. So technically I have 3 businesses. And a question popped up because I had posted something on my Instagram, which by the way, if you're not following me, make sure you go over to Instagram and follow me at postpartum_physio and make sure that you're checking my stories because I'm constantly sharing about my life and giving you updates and ideas and the things that are going on in my life. And someone had mentioned, because I had posted a photo of myself and talked about how I was grateful for understanding when I needed to rest and understanding how to recognize in my body that I needed to rest. And someone had sent the message and said, how do you rest so much but also have such a successful business? And I thought that was a really powerful question. A really powerful question for a lot of reasons. One of which, because I know that I'm not the only one that has been told that you have to hustle and grind in order to succeed. I know that I have been told by hundreds of people that I need to work more. You have to work 24/7 to make any money, that you have to work all the time. You have to do things all the time. You're constantly doing. You have to be everywhere. You have to wake up super early. You don't go to bed at all. You don't sleep. You skip lunch breaks. You're supposed to see clients at any time, whenever they want you to. And you're supposed to give discounts and like all of these things that I was constantly hearing. And I got to the point where I had started my business because I had burnt out from the corporate world. I burnt out of having to see people all the time, having to do 20 plus clients a day, having to be in the clinic 5 to 6 days a week. I got tired of that. And I got to the point where it required me to start my own business because I wanted to do things differently. So why in the world, if I wanted to do things differently, would I do them the same way to get me to the same place of the burnout that I was experiencing before? The quota and the productivity measures that I was supposed to be reaching from the clinic that I was at before were just impossible for me and my personality. And so I created my business based on what I knew I could show up 100% as. And that was the first thing and the first recommendation that I give you. How many clients a day or how many things can you do in a day at your 100% capacity? And also paying attention to what time frame is that. For me, it's mid-morning, between like 10 and 2, best time. So usually I'm seeing my new clients at that time because I want to be completely on. I want to always be able to listen fully and actively. I want to be able to care genuinely and 100% and be so open to having these conversations with them. And so I schedule clients at a specific time of the day, and I only see clients 3 days a week, and I'm dropping down to 2 days a week in 2021 because of the online aspect. So being able to do that, recognizing that I can only function by seeing 6 clients max a day, and doing that 2 to 3 times a week is all I've got. I cannot show up for my people at 100% of myself if I do more than that. So I recognize that, and I chose to do that, and I stuck with that. And I've done that since the beginning. And what had happened was in my very first year of business, we passed 6 figures. And it was really fascinating to me because I was also told that that wasn't possible because I wasn't working enough. And then this year in 2020, bring in the pandemic, I have also passed my goals of multiple 6-figure businesses. And it's been a really cool experience because, again, I have stuck to my roots. I have stuck to my guns. I have really paid attention to who I am. When am I the best? And the reason that I'm able to do that again is because I decided that I wanted to do things differently. My clients deserve 100% of me, whether that is a coaching client, whether that is a telehealth client, whether that is someone taking one of my courses. They deserve 100% of me at all times that they are accessing me. I want to make sure that I have the time in my day to take 10-minute breaks throughout the day, to take a walk in the middle of my day, to have a lunch break, but also to have breathing room, to let go of the negative energy if there is that. I don't want to feel rushed. I don't want to feel overwhelmed. I don't want to feel like I have to constantly do more. And I've recognized that being is the real magic. And what I mean by that is being who I am unapologetically, being completely honest with what I'm capable of doing, able to do, and what I feel comfortable doing, and being able to set boundaries and limits on what the status quo says. Because again, how many times do we go through life just doing it because we think we're supposed to? Challenge your thoughts. Think about what it is that you truly desire. How do you want to show up? Pick those time blocks that you can show up most efficiently and start scheduling things there. For instance, I never take a sales call when I'm not in the right mood. I will literally reschedule a sales call because it's not fair to the client. If I don't show up at 100%, they're not getting me. The end. That's just how it works for me. I want to be who I am at all times and always showing up for them and always sharing love for them and always being able to be 100% myself. So that's really kind of the answer to that question, and how do I rest? It's because I recognize that my health is my wealth. The money will follow as long as you are being who you want to be unapologetically, consistently paying attention to your boundaries, always moving forward in the direction of being a better you, not paying attention to doing it because somebody else did it that way. You have your own magic. And we are now in the beautiful world of being online. You can do whatever you want, whatever feels good, and be totally successful doing it. Always remember that you're supported. You can do whatever you want to do, and there's a reason that you have a dream. Be really kind to yourself. Sit down, look at the numbers. How many do you need to see to make ends meet as far as financials go? And how can you realistically make that happen? And I hope that gives you a little bit of clarity, and I hope that gives you a little bit of permission to do things differently. I clinically look at life this way. So when I see a client come in, if they're having trouble doing something, we do it differently. If they are having trouble with a snatch, for instance, we change the form and we do things differently. If they're having trouble getting a Kegel down properly, we do it differently. And the same thing goes with business and with life. Do it differently. Focus on different aspects. How can you be more authentic? How can you be more efficient with your time? Because it's not about doing more. It's about showing up fully for yourself and your clients, because that is where the fulfillment is. I don't feel burnout. I do get tired. I am human. I do mess up. I do cross boundaries, but I don't feel burnout. I don't get overwhelmed the way that I used to. I'm able to manage that because of the way that I've set things up. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of clarity, freedom, and permission. If you have any questions, as always, let me know in the comments section. Make sure that you subscribe to be updated on my videos that are launched every Sunday and Wednesday, or go to Instagram and follow @postpartum_physio, and I answer a lot of questions there as well. Thank you.